John, a sombre afternoon here at Batley. Bradford's playoff journey ends.
Yeah, it has. It's ended. It's a disappointing way to end the season, and I felt we had opportunities in the second half, but we've been held up over the try line 4 or 5 times, and that's credit to Batley's online defence, you know. And I think they managed the game better than us, posting 23 points to 10, and they've only scored 3 tries to 2, but they've kept the scoreboard ticking over really intelligently with penalties and the 1-pointer. So they managed the game really well, and they defended really well. And if you look at the 80 minutes, I think the best team won.
How much of a hurdle was it to overcome, trailing 16-0 at half-time, John?
Well, it was. I mean, if we'd gone in at 8 or 10, I'd have been more than happy at that. But it was that extra score just before half-time, and I think it took a bit of wind out of our sails. But I thought we came back into it in the second half, and the middlemen really rolled them down the middle. And I think we went away from the middle too much. We should have stuck at that and just kept hammering down there. But credit to Batley. They've done tremendously well, and we've achieved what we set out to achieve. But next year, we need to go from being competitive and being in the playoffs. We need to go to being contenders. You know, that's the challenge that we've got.
When you look at those 2 quick-fire tries from Joe Brown and Jordan Lilly, John, did you feel that you had Batley on the rack at that point?
Yeah, I thought we'd got the momentum then. Yeah, I did, and I was confident we'd end up equaling the score, and it might well come down to a drop goal or whatever. But young Elliot Hall came on. It's a blinding try he scored, hasn't it? Again, Tom Gilmore instrumental. I thought Gilmore was excellent today. I really did. And he's managed the game so well, and ultimately that's proved the difference.
You talk about a game of inches, John. No further contrast in George Flanagan being held up millimetres short of touching down, and then right at the death Elliot Hall again millimetres managing to keep his elbow in the field. Yeah, you've got to credit Batley for holding George up, because it was a great effort from Luke Hooley, and then obviously, as you rightly say, Elliot Hall just stayed. It was a slither, wasn't it, that he kept in field, and he grounded the ball on a slither of white. But it's a try. That's the top and bottom of it, and that's how it is. What ultimately was the difference between the 2 sides today, John?
I think they managed the game. They took the 2 points. They've played a really intelligent game of rugby league. They've been highly committed, and they've worked really hard. And I can't fault the effort levels of our fellas. And in all honesty, Mick, I think this has been the best game of the weekend. We've had 2 Super League games, Thursday, Friday, and this has been the best game. This has been one that could have gone either way, but unfortunately for us, it hasn't gone our way.
Last week you questioned the attitude and character. No qualms about that today?
Not at all. I think anybody who's been here today and seen that will realise there's no qualms on saying that.
Well said that, John. Obviously they play really well, managed to do really well. But in a way, I'll ask you in a sec.
Yeah.
Stop now. Yeah, I've got to say, in a way, a defeat's never nice, but it almost was like last week, which is an appalling performance. At times this week, there was none of that. So that was harder to take. That you did play really well, but just fell short of it.
Yes, we did, and that's a great summary. Yeah, you couldn't fault what the lads' efforts were, and we've just come up against a team who's played slightly better than us. And in those games of inches, that's what matters. So congratulations to Batley. We'll dust ourselves down. We'll just have to come back with a bit more resolve next season.
You mentioned as well the slope to me in the week about being a factor. Obviously, it kind of was again. It was 16 going down first half, but you dominated the second half really. I mean, again, was it just a case of?
Sorry.
It was just a case of being, even though you obviously were dominant team, and to come back from 16 was a bit much.
Yeah, as I say, 8 or 10, I'd have been happy at that. But that just extra try just before half time, it took the wind out of us. It really did, and they almost scored another one. I think that's how you send it. It just deflated us slightly. But credit to the players, they played themselves back in, and but for the game of inches, it could have been us going through, but we haven't.
Look, when you mentioned obviously Tom Gilmore had a great game, but you said to me that really it's the Batley collective that really impresses you. And again, it was that today. I felt their whole team just defended their hearts out, didn't they, really, to stop it.
It's in the DNA of this club, I'll tell you. They come, they work really hard, and they're tough, and they don't go away. The resilience levels are fantastic. For anybody who plays at this club, you've got to be a resilient individual, and they've demonstrated that in bucket loads today.
And just finally for me, John, you've seen a lot today that gives you a lot of confidence as you're going into next season. Hopefully that was a good sort of, not a good ending that you've lost, but a good ending, a good performance to sort of round.
Yeah, it was a good performance. Yeah, it's just disappointing how we have ended the season with the defeats, but the Widnes one could have gone the other way. Last week we were in a winning position, and this week we're as near as damn it as well. So But you know, you've got to realise there's 2 teams competing, and we've competed well, but the opposition have just been slightly better today.
What exciting things, John, can the Bradford Bulls fans look forward to next year?
Well, there's you know, the recruitment, etc. But what we've got to do, Mick, it's been a long season. We just need to sit down and review the season, and then have a period of time away from rugby league where we can recharge the battery and get ready to go again next year.